Lines you wouldn't read in a romantic novel.
She was bewitching. She danced as though possessed by the elements, a creature created by the rhythms of nature itself. More, Mrs. May, more!
Toby, I'm not feeling well, said Amber. Embarrassed, she turned red, then green.
As he climaxed inside her, John knew he would never be allowed to visit the Statue of Liberty again.
She looked on expectantly as he undid his zip and slowly removed his anorak.
She looked into his deep eyes and said, "You're the most attractive man I've ever seen." Oh, no, wait, hold on, I'm just ovulating.
How to Please a Lady, Chapter 1. Wet her spoons. Sorry, Weatherspoons.
After 5 unrelenting hours, James really began to regret making his safe word harder.
She gazed around her. There were shelves containing whips, blindfolds, chains, and she thought, Lidl really do sell everything.
The role play had gone wrong again. My bad, he said. I thought you said Mr. Arsey.
As he looked at her lower back tattoo of 2 little birds, one word came to mind. Swallows.
Instead of the passionate kiss he was expecting, she just gave him a peck on the cheek. Ah, he thought, this chicken is playing hard to get.
Reader, I shagged him.
His tender words still echoed around the dappled glade as he climbed aboard and
Do you come here often? Yes, I come here every week to get tested.
I know I'm supposed to get over you, he said, but it's too difficult. I'm constantly reminded of you every time I look at the nutritional info on a packet of food and I see fat trace.
OK, again around the positive Tom, Deborah Reed!
I've got a present for you that hasn't been wrapped.
That's all right.
I'm really sorry. It is socks. I know that's boring, but they're not ordinary socks. They're DVT socks. Because I'm very worried about how little you move around, and I don't want you... Normally, you'd have to worry about it on a long... Yeah, it'd be on a long-haul flight you'd have to worry about it, but... Yeah, I haven't seen you walk for... well, since 2005, so... I've also got a present for Chris here. Because, well, it's really a present for us more than anything. It's
put this on, mate.
It's just a game, really. You put that on. You just put that on, OK? And then for the long periods...
You so look like John McEnroe at a
You do. And for the long periods of the show when Dara doesn't bother to look at us or talk to us, we can just play. Where did that go?
This looks like
Christmas ever.
it looks like a Dire Straits video gone wrong.
You go.
Honestly, I don't see what the problem is.
Gosh, this is just like my school days, only now I'm wearing a hat.
No.
Why was a Preston to London megabus stopped by the police on the motorway this week?
Just the usual reasons.
Yeah.
This was the story where a passenger reported seeing some smoke coming out of some other passenger's bag, thought it was a bomb, turned out it was a fake cigarette that was producing water vapour. Now, let's face it, if you've been pulled over, loads of police have arrived, you've got guns in your face, you're being accused of being a terrorist. That's not going to help you give up smoking, is it?
I'm always really freaked out by megabus. It's not the weirdest thing in the world, the megabus. Nothing against the bus service itself, but when you drive, like you drive a lot of time on the motorway, going to gigs, like the back of the megabus when you're driving along, like for those of you who haven't had the pleasure, there's times you just get hypnotised by that weird. There are many things I've observed. Firstly, why does that man have such large breasts? Staring at that man's breasts, going, that is insane. What kind of...
Where can you go for £1?
I thought you'd have to contact Megabus. There's an address there.
I'd have to put plus a 50p booking fee, as if people are going to go, well, that's a rip-off.
I walked in here with this in my hand, expecting to be transported to a faraway land. Then I find you want more money off you? Screw you, Megabus man. A yellow man with enormous bazongas looks disappointed behind the counter. Oh. That is the I apologise to the room. I know that when you're disappointed, you don't go, I am disappointed. You know what's really irritating about this for the entire... In my ear, constantly, people are going, wear the hat, wear the hat, wear the hat, wear the hat. Yeah, they gave me a yellow hat because they think I look like the Megabus guy.
That means that man looks like a penis sausage.
They should call it penissausage.com. Oh, something else is already called.
You're just bringing this up to try and make everybody forget that you look like a penis sausage. That's exactly what's going on here. You just look like a penis sausage in a yellow hat.
Oh, no! I have lost ownership of the joke now.
I've got you a present, though. It's not, in fact, for you. It's, in fact, for your 16th-month-old son. And I got him a little outfit. I hope you like it. It's, in fact... It's a toddler Megabus man outfit. So he can dress up like his dad. So...
It's like that of a penis sausage.
I didn't think that was...
What creepy, weird kids' shop did you go to get this tiny little... I'm a minstrel from the 19...
The amount of work
parent
I put
ambition.
into that. I can't believe you throw it back in my face.
I'm not throwing it, I'm keeping it. I think it's fantastic. Thank you very, very much, Anne. That's really touching. I look forward to never seeing any child of mine. Because they're not getting any of the Megabus empire. No. That is mine.
From £1 only. The Megabus empire. I tell you what, you and Hugh have got a gay act going strong now. Look at that.
He's the captain, I'm the Megabus. He's the captain, I'm the Megabus. Who rides on whom? Difficult to know. He's the captain of the Megabus. Wait, this is not my child's hat. Ah, the Christmas quiz! See? People now come specially for the Christmas quiz to look at our fabulous decorations. On that page,
He's got
this
shit for all.
page, which I think is actually sort of, sweet. And then, for no particular reason, a squirrel. A squirrel with tinsel on him, which is not in any way a festive
Donald
animal.
Trump's hair at the back.
And then this, a genuine, you can purchase this, which is a glistening owl with antlers on. You know, this costs like £4.50 or something in a shop.
Is this your audition for QVC?
Anyway, so that's, you know, hey. OK, here's the Christmas quiz, right? In which there'll be quizzes and questions. What makes the traditional British Christmas dinner unique?
Turkey. Sprouts.
No. What is it about it that actually...
Racism.
No, not unique. It's an achievement. Not racism.
You can't say that for every question, Nick.
So what makes a British Christmas dinner outstanding?
Why did you ask it again without mumbling?
I'm sorry, my face is full of your shitty lemon meringue pie.
It is quite tart. It will. It'll...
Oh, it didn't fall apart. Bravo. What do you want for Christmas this year?
I don't know. I don't want anything for Christmas.
Hand job off an elf.
The number one gift apparently for kids this year?
Nerf guns.
The Nerf gun is 64 quid. You could go to America and buy a gun for less than that.
Actually, it's like it's a ludicrously scary thing, the Nerf gun. This is the current...
Don't point that there. Hey! Point that over somewhere else.
Thomas, I'll do really, really careful. I wouldn't dream of doing that to you. Of all the people here, you were the last person that I would fire the... Boom! Hang on. Oh, yeah, there's three things you can do, right? You can do this big one here.
What?
Right.
Listen, Nerf is how I did this to my eyes. So I'm just saying. I'm just warning you.
OK, cool. I'll get him instead. Right, OK, Grant. Are we OK to sacrifice you for this? And then you can do these.
I guess so.
I bet you could catch
I'm fairly
your
certain
teeth,
there's an instruction manual that says do not aim at people's faces.
Yeah,
Please remember that I am a special man with special powers, and do not try this at home.
How far will it get? How far do you think it'll get?
I don't know, but if he hits any of you, sue the shit out of you. All the money they're saving on Bake Off now can go to you.
Can you get to the back? I mean, because this is... I feel it can be unnecessarily powerful, this thing.
Yeah.
Right, OK, so let's decide
Yes,
the back.
I certainly feel that.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Oh, now. Good catch. Well done. Respect. That is, I'm estimating 7 gardens away.
So you asked, what do you want for Christmas? So you could then shoot us.
What unusual present might people be giving this Christmas? Oh.
Dead seagull?
Have you ruined the surprise?
You were the worst Secret Santa ever. Time. For God's sake, kill it.
I think it's actually sperm.
It is sperm. Yes, it is sperm. Yeah.
But this
Not an unusual gift.
Horrific return policy. Not interested.
You said 14 days. But why is this? Sorry, but
because there's a British sperm bank.
Yes,
which
there
is
is.
only since it's been set up. I don't know how long it's been set up. It's a while. It's like a year or a year and a half. Something.
Yeah.
It's only had 9 donors.
Yes. Why?
I'm wondering who the other 8 are.
Do you not all meet up? I presume if there's 9 donors, they'd kind of meet up every Christmas and year and go, oh, swap stories.
Not for biscuits, though.
They say that there's a certain type of sperm that can withstand the freezing process, and they call it Superman sperm, when really that should be Han Solo sperm. It's a niche reference, but 3 nerds just fell in love with me.
You get paid 35 quid, and they were saying, well, they could up their money to get more donors, but they don't want people just doing it for the money. Oh, that's what you want, though. People just doing it for the love of it.
Yeah. I want to give something back to this game, you know what I mean? My dad was a sperm donor, my granddad was a sperm donor. Got a long line of sperm donors. Yeah.
Is it 35 quid for the whole lot, or 35 quid per sperm?
No.
Because I could be maybe 160 quid.
There could be somebody watching this as a Christmas special who'd forgotten to give somebody a present and thought, brilliant! Now!
I'm going to knock that up in a couple of days.
Difficult at Christmas because you're using the turkey baster already, aren't you?
Yeah. Yes, it's Christmas time, and we hope you're all enjoying the season at home as much as we are here in October. But now, the past people have said we don't try harder to be festive on this show, so this year we're going an extra mile. We decided to buy each other Christmas presents, so let's see what everyone got. For Chris, I'm just going to go to you first.
OK.
Well, my first present is for Hugh. I've bought everybody a bit of headgear. That's for Hugh. First.
Do I get to put it on?
Yeah, you get to put it on, yeah. That'd be nice, you know. It's Christmas Day, you've got to do that, haven't you? Because Hugh is our captain, Dara. The middle section denotes captaincy. He's the captain of the team.
The captain of the team.
No seniority, no points.
I'm also going to be in fantasy... What's it called?
It looks more like being a remake of The Village People at the moment.
For Andy, I got a... I know what it's like going out in public and people hassling you and stuff. I bought Andy...
my present
I look at your present,
yeah.
I bought Andy a disguise so that he can disguise himself so nobody will know it's Andy. Nobody will be able to tell it's him. For Dara, I just got a lovely hat for him to wear. It's a lovely hat. It's a normal-sized hat for a normal-sized head. Completely normal-sized hat.
What toy might kids be finding under the Christmas tree this Christmas?
Well, I don't want to give it away in case my kids are watching.
Yeah, that would be really bad, wouldn't it? Yeah. This is the current toy. Let me see if I get that lined up so we get it exactly right. This is Freddy. And Freddy is a programmable bear that you can get at Christmas. And
just like a real bear. It's programmable.
Yeah.
Everyone likes a good hug.
Do they know?
Give me a hug.
No, that's a bit needy.
I love bear hugs.
Isn't that the creepiest, weirdest? Laughs with a different voice to the voice it talks with. But the bit that's really tricky is...
Brought to you by the people who brought you the Blair Witch Project.
It's a bit distant, I feel. It's a bit like I'm not so fully committed, but you can program it with phrases, which apparently they've programmed for them.
It's so very nice to see you again, Dara.
It's so very nice to see you. That's like something Vincent Price would say.
Hello, my friend Dara.
Do you know, I think...
Can you make it say it puts the lotion in the basket?
You really like to stargaze with Brian Cox. What else do you like about the park?
All right, you're creepy now. You're really freaking out. You know stuff about me.
This is a great day, Dara. We are going to have such fun together. It's great to have a friend like you to talk to.
Oh, that's so depressing. That makes me want to cry.
I wish I'd never done the voiceover for it. You know?
Where are these phrases supposed to be coming from, then?
Well, I think...
Don't turn me off, Dara. If you turn me off, I'll become more powerful.
Hang on, you can do one of the settings and change it. Hang on, let's see.
This would be an incredible burglar alarm. I mean, imagine breaking into someone's house and then that's sitting at the top of the stairs saying, hello. Why are you in my house? I died in 1834.
Dara, can you use its hair to see what you would look like with a wispy blonde beard?
You mean like that?
What is better for me?
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it?
I know you like to eat too.
What?
Totally said I would like to eat you.
Totally did say I would like to eat you. I am really freaked out with the bear now.
Cider is one of my favourites too.
Cider is one of my favourite drinks.
Friends together.
No, we're not having a pint of cider together. You threatened to eat me a second ago.
Like cider.
You like cider?
It's that drunk conversation again.
But he still laughs like a Japanese schoolgirl.
Perfectly calibrated for being freaky. This is...
Someone told me you like to wear tiny hats.
Someone told me you like what?
Someone told me you like to wear tiny hats.
Is that a euphemism for a condom?
No! Hang on, tell you. I know you've probably got one decent round of applause still left in you. We may have bled it out, but I really would like to open the Christmas thing to people going, oh, holy fuck, shit. Milton, let's see what you've been left with. Let's spin the wheel. And the topic is transport.
So I was on the bus the other day. Driver stopped, got off, wouldn't come back. Apparently some bloke with big teeth kept talking to him. Before that, though, I overheard a mermaid on the bus.
She said, I like sitting on the beach, but my other half likes swimming.
Anyway, reading between the lines is dangerous if you're waiting for a train. Anyway, I did a show in Liverpool recently, and afterwards a bloke came up to me and said,
Hey, listen, I want to talk.
I said, well, just keep practising. Next month, I'm in Northern Ireland, County Down, 4, 3, 2... I don't need a relationship. I am a rock. I'm an island. Sometimes I go down to airport arrivals and I stand with a piece of cardboard saying, no one. Well, I did that until I had to give a lift to a Mr. Noon.
OK, the next topic is things you wouldn't hear on a science documentary.
The dinosaurs were wiped out by a giant asteroid. Silly them for all standing in the same place.
Does it burn anything other than Bunsen?
He named the star after himself, and now we find ourselves looking at Arthur Cockmonster III.
So, it glows in the dark and it has a half-life of 1,000 years. Frankly, I've never done a poo like it.
On today's show, we'll be talking about the Jurassic period, where only dinosaurs and Bruce Forsyth roam the earth. He's old, isn't he?
For Sarah Palin, it's conclusive proof that man and dinosaur existed together. For everybody else, the Flintstones is just a cartoon.
Next, biology. Why is that gorilla so sexy?
Let the proton see the electron.
Scientists in Loughborough have found the formula to make the perfect cup of tea, which is quite controversial as the grant was for AIDS research.
You've been watching me, Richard Dawkins. Good night and God bless.
See, and the problem with cocaine is it's well Moorish.
Well, we could ask a proper scientist about this, or we could ask Dara O'Brien.
Hello, my name's Dara O'Brien. And to try and bring science to the masses, I'm going to appear in a programme with Stephen Hawking wearing a ridiculous hat.
Just enough with the, you know... I love that hat, by the way.
Hello, I'm Dara O'Brien. And I've got a massive head and a massive brain. But all I get to do in this bit is just press a little button.
Mr. O'Brien, I award you a PhD. Phenomenal head, Dara.
I would just like to say that I think Dara O'Brien's a legend.
I work with Dara O'Brien. And today, my experiment is to turn this joke into a P45.
Okay, well done, Jim McMahon. Points go to Ron, Stu and Miles.
Now here's a quote from Mingus. If you ever put me in one of those ham slicing machines, you'd find the top half Liberal and the bottom half Liberal Democrat. You're kind of going...
What an incredible thing to say.
Well, A, who goes into a ham slicing machine for a start? Surely you mean in one of those machines that cuts you in half, not one that slowly grinds you down to a series of really tiny slices.
He'll still be alive after this. I mean, it just shows you he is a zombie.
That would be amazing.
No wonder you couldn't kill him on that part of Resident Evil.
That would be great. At the conference, and they said, "Please welcome our leader," and everyone's expecting a very boring speech once more. Menzies Campbell, whatever he's called, and his legs come out 2 minutes before his body. Liberal Democrat, come on, bring out the cheeky girl.
He's got a 4% approval rating, Min Campbell, which is nothing, right? So they could just have anybody lead them. It's not going to make any difference. So I say, come on, let's get Lee from Blue. He's not going to be any worse.
He's looking for a gig.
Yeah.
He's got to be.
And also, his policies aren't going to come into force and say whatever he wants. I think that the homosexuals should declare war on the robots. Doesn't matter. Lee from Blue, bit of a laugh.
And also, his name is very odd. His name is Mingus.
Mingus, yes. Scots. Yeah, Mingus.
Yeah, but it's pronounced... It's spelled M-E-N-Z-I-E-S.
Yes.
Well, why are you looking at me like I'm insane?
He's got a
That's Menzies. Menzies. Yeah. John Menzies. But apparently... Menzies. Apparently don't go, let's go to John Mingus. They don't do it. But what do you do? Martina Hingis. Martina Hingis. Why are you still looking at me like I'm not making sense? It's a G, not a Z.
Because I'm waiting to turn on me and my crazy ethnic name.
When they were bringing it's Men Z. That's not G. When they were growing... There's fundamentally something wrong with this man. He can't speak. He doesn't understand his own name. When he was growing up, hello, Ming, shall we go to the Goo and see the Gebra? What are they talking about? Should we catch Gulu Dawn and maybe get to Gingerburger? It's a nonsense.
What's going on here?
It's just Nigel Farage hailing a cab.
That is Nigel Farage attempting to get out of a car via the window. Still the most sensible exit he's ever negotiated.
No, it's the first time a cab driver's ever turned round and gone, actually, mate, I find what you're saying a bit offensive.
What's very creepy about this is that if you look in the reflection of the car at the back there, you can see there's a bald man, and then if you look in the front of the car, he's there as well.
It's a bit suspicious that he's resigned at the same time as Cameron and Johnson.
And Chris Evans.
Yeah, do you think they're going to be presenting Top Gear? Yeah. It's very, very like the old one. So Cameron would wear the flowery shirts, Boris would do the stunts, and the Farage would just be horrible to foreigners. Exactly the same format.
No, he resigned this week as leader of UKIP. Here he is. You know, there's another photograph that was at the weekend at a garden party with Rupert Murdoch, wearing a pair of shoes that, frankly, the bowling alley would like back. You know, because, you know, there's a clean-up in aisle 3. Who's thrilled with him leaving? Who's thrilled with him leaving?
Everyone. Yeah.
OK.
Sadly, not.
I'm not thrilled with him leaving.
You're not thrilled with Farage leaving? No, you think he should stay and clear up the mess?
Yeah, I think he just left, didn't do his job.
They've
all left. They've all messed up and they've all left.
It's but it's going to be a quality celebrity Big Brother in Jan, isn't it?
Who's running the country at the moment?
Mandelson, Peter Mandelson, Darth Mandelson.
Yes.
Do you know what nobody ever says about him? He's gay and he's a lord. He's a gay lord.
It's always there, to be honest.
He's been running the country, but he's been in Corfu, then we're getting handed over to Alistair Darling, to Jack Straw. We're like the school hamster. I wouldn't be surprised if Alistair Darling leaves our gate open and we're found dead under a bookcase. Basically, we're 2 car crashes and a vomiting virus away from Andy Townsend running the country. Hi, I'm Andy Townsend. I've got the vomiting virus, so I'm handing over to Chris Akabusi. The
Nobody's running the country. And the papers have roughly the same tone you have, which is nobody's running the country, as if the country is heading towards rocks and somebody has to steer it away. In the last month, right, the FTSE has gone up 10% since they all went on holiday. The weather is better and the football starts at the weekend. So frankly, I think it's working out fine without them in charge.
Hey, get rid of them all, kill them all, install the clangers, at least we'll get soup.
There were some beautiful photos of Mandelson on holiday that were just so lovely. Proper British man red. Did you see any of those? He looked like he'd been left on a George Foreman grill. And some of the photos of him as well, the clothes he's wearing, he looked like he'd just been fried and then just flung into Matalan. You just see him sort of walking along like that. It was some of the most...
Not only did he go to Corfu, on his way home he stopped off for 2 days to visit his parents in Mordor. How terrifying would it be for Mandelson to stay in your house? Have you seen Peter today? No, I don't know. He dematerialised and then fled into the air vents. I think if you want him to appear, you have to stamp twice and say his real name.
When Manson leaves, does a small woman come into your house and go, "The house is clean"?
Imagine him turning up at your holiday. Imagine seeing Mandelson on the beach. There's people on the banana boat, look like they're having a good time. Have them assassinated. Then bring me an enormous vibrating egg.
I was intrigued by the fact that Theresa May ran a campaign, a successful campaign to become Prime Minister by doing and saying nothing for about 6 weeks and just watching everyone else die. It was like the one that we learned is how Theresa May plays Call of Duty, which is online. Theresa just finds a place to hide, holds up with the shotgun, lets the killing commence, pops out lurking, pam, 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 gone, back in again.
My big worry with Theresa May is that she might smile and it'll be winter forever.
But the crazy thing about Theresa May is obviously that hardly anyone has voted for her. Like, I think it's 165 MPs have got her into power. Yeah. I think there are more members of the So Solid crew than have voted her into power.
You weren't elected, were you, to this position, Dara?
I wasn't. I stole it in a bloody coup. And would do it again, my friend. People have disappeared from the show, Miles, and would again, for raising those exact kind of questions.
Well, I'm just saying...
Where's Russell now? Gone.
You will be dragged through the streets, Dara. You will be dragged through the streets like Gaddafi.
There are
then they'll be laughing.
Oh, there are 5 regulars on the show. How many regulars now? Just poor weak Hugh. Poor weak Hugh, who I own. Hugh will always give the correct answer when I ask him to. Won't you, Hugh? Won't you, Hugh?
Your shoes are almost polished.
Thank you, Hugh. Hugh knows what's right for him. In other news...
I think you're terrific on the megabus, sir.
Doesn't know if you're being sarcastic here, Hugh.
And there goes the final regular.
Just me. You people. How many European Union member states rejected Prime Minister Theresa May's plans for Brexit? What do you think of the EU leaders' response to Theresa May's checkers plan?
It's not a surprise, is it? She knew they were going to reject it, but she went there on a sort of charm offensive, but she's Theresa May, so she decided just to do without the charm and just really double down on the offensive.
She's always got the look of someone that's selling dodgy electrical gear at a car boot sale.
I can't watch it anymore. I just find it too cringy of just watching all the EU leaders get on well, apart from her. She reminds me too much of what I was like in secondary school at a party, and that you're expecting in a minute that she's going to, like, look at the EU's CD collection.
Just in a corner somewhere, going, oh, no.
I thought about this the other day, like, what are we going to be talking about when we're not talking about Brexit? And then I thought, we're not going to have time to talk. I would be too busy mugging old ladies for their penicillin prescriptions.
Here's the 3 main things I'm worried about in the trade deal.
OK.
Orangina, Pom Bears and French kissing. In that order, if we can secure all those things, I'm happy to go ahead with checkers.
Well, one of them is that it might affect flights to other EU countries. And again, I just think that's going to be the last thing we're worried about under a no-deal Brexit when we're, you know, too busy sucking off a greengrocer for a cabbage. So,
In the first morning, surely. Let us get to the end of the week before we have to fillet retailers just to
Why
get
didn't the
basic
Remain
provision.
campaign put that on a bus?
Because I'd be scared about the amount
A
of people...
picture of a hearty greengrocer. What do you do for this? What will you do to get your hands on this after Brexit?
I mean, that raises a lot of questions. The first being, how much do you like cabbage, Andrew?
I've done that maybe for a cauliflower, but I'm
No,
not
but
sure.
I really like sucking off greengrocers.
Well, that's an upside anyway, I suppose.
You're lucky if you can find one these days.
Tell me about it, Hugh.
This is the most English conversation.
OK, sucking off chip shop owners.
Can someone tell Larry what a cabbage is?
He has so far threatened North Korea with total annihilation.
He said that total annihilation he's not taking that off the list of possible.
Well, he's looked at the various possibilities, hasn't he?
Total annihilation remains one of the possible options. Yeah.
Apparently, China said to Trump, "Don't turn the North Korean president from dictator to martyr," and Trump said, "We say tomato."
What is it does Kim Jong-un really believe that the US wants to invade North
Yes,
Korea?
he's been told this for years, yeah.
But I mean, it's so insane. That's like Piers Morgan having a birthday party and hiring bouncers. It's like, no one's coming, Piers.
Who's in the middle of all this? Who's
in the middle of all this?
China? The whole of the rest of the world.
South Korea.
It's Japan.
Japan! Japan, yeah.
Japanese, and they fired...
Because they fired it over Japan. In the same week that they did the underground test, they also fired a missile that landed over Japan. They tipped it over them.
Not on Japan.
Not on Japan, but
So really,
across
it's the
Japan.
Pacific Ocean that needs to work.
Yes, and they fired a possible nuclear weapon into an ocean near Japan, which we as well know has animal life in it that reacts badly to having nuclear weapons fired at it. And I think we've seen enough documentary footage of giant...
Do you know this because you're the science man?
I'm the science man, and for God's sake, listen to me. There's a lizard out there, and it's going to attack me. Why can't you people listen to me? I know it sounds crazy.
We can't close the beaches. It's Labor Day weekend.
But my wife died.
In the remake. Our next round is called If This Is the Answer, What Is the Question? On the board are 6 categories. Nigel, which category would you like?
I'll take sport.
OK, cool. Sport. The topic is sport. The answer is 12.8 million. What is the question?
Is it the average size of an Asian family?
Is it, now he's PM, how much would Boris Johnson fetch if he was sold to a stud farm?
Is it how much Dara O'Brien should be paid for hosting Mock the Week?
No, stop. I couldn't take that kind of pay cut. My children need wine.
Is it how many times when trying to buy alcohol have I had to say the phrase, would a 17-year-old have a nectar card?
Is it how many years has the last 3 years felt like?
Is it, if Amazon made 12.8 million, how much would they have left after they'd paid their tax?
Is it what does Kim Jong-un's heart rate leap to if he senses biscuits?
Is it how many men on Twitter will see my Olga cockpit as an invitation?
Not just men.
Bring your own cock.
I always do.
It's funny when she brings a cock. Yes, I bring the place I brought my cock and didn't get a laugh at all. All right, what is the actual question?
Is it how much does Lewis Hamilton claim back in petrol receipts at the end of a Formula 1?
Is it how many people watch the rugby?
Absolutely right. Thank you very much, Julie. Very good. Yes, the question I was looking for was how many people watched England in the Rugby World Cup final, which they lost. This is the news that on Saturday, 12.8 million people tuned in to see South Africa defeat England in Yokohama. Did you watch the final? Yes?
Yeah, although, you know, it was difficult, wasn't it? It was England against South Africa, the Rainbow Nation. I haven't watched a lot of rugby. Where was Zippy and Bungle?
He could put the rugby ball in his mouth, then zip it up and run.
Wait, sorry, South Africa won the Rugby World Cup?
Yes, they did.
According to Russian television, we won 61-0.
The thing is that it's just like watching the way they spoke after all the players spoke after it. It's so different. There's such a different level of how eloquent they are. The rugby players after it are just like, we were powered by the gust of 1,000 winds. We took heed. A nation behind us. We took heed and we battled. You ask a footballer, a footballer could have won the World Cup. And you go, how did you think that went? And they go, yeah, well, basically, we just put our circle in that rectangle more than the foreigners. Be like, eh?
I like that this was held in Japan, you know, because this is probably the first thing Brits have seen from Japan that's not porn or Godzilla. Good, it's good that you lost there, too, you know. That's revenge for selling sushi in boots.
Are you saying that the sushi in boots isn't very good?
The thing is, if you're buying sushi, but you can also see tights, that's when you know it's not good.
Yeah, condoms, lube, sushi. Yeah. Is that why you want to get it?
Well, maybe.
You know,
Ava, which category would you like?
Home news, please.
OK, home news it is. The answer is 43 years. What is the question?
How long does it take to repay a £10 loan from Wonga.com?
Is it, what's the life expectancy of someone who works at Greggs?
What is the average Silverstone lap time for a Formula 1 car on Pirelli tyres?
Is it how long is too long to be out for if you say I'm just popping down to the shops for a minute?
Is it how old is the Earth if Michelle Obama really is the First Lady?
Is it how old did Dara look when he was 25?
No, you laughed first.
Oh, that's sweet.
You can't pretend sympathy when you laughed first.
It is, in fact, how long have my parents regretted using pulling out as a contraceptive?
How long will Julian Assange be living in an embassy before he finally goes, do you know what, I should have just gone to jail?
Is it, if Ed Miliband remains leader, how long will it take before Labour get back into power?
What is the MILF age of consent?
OK, if you put in a ready meal 43 years ago, how long has it been ready for?
Can I have the correct answer, please? Can I have the correct answer?
Is that not the correct answer?
No, it's not the correct answer. Nor have any of you even attempted to do the correct answer.
It's in how many years will Brazil be ready to host the 2014 World Cup? Genuine proper answer is how long can Gerard Depardieu balance a spoon on his nose?
Could I have anything that even vaguely resembles a topical news story?
OK, is it how many years' worth of shale gas are they claiming there is now under the British Isles?
Absolutely right, Chris Addison. Absolutely right. Things you wouldn't hear on a TV cookery show.
Hi, I'm Nigella Lawson, and before I bake any cake, I like to chop my flour into lines.
can see that's rising nicely. It does that every time I think about how much money Channel 4 are going to pay me.
Hello and welcome to Can't Cook, Won't Cook. Today we won't be making anything. Goodbye.
Coming up next on Saturday Kitchen, whatever we want, because we know you're too hungover to change the channel.
This is a hot pot.
This is a fucking hot pot!
So, if you want to bone a chicken, what you need to do, take it on a couple of dates, and then invite it back, put on some romantic music, and let nature take its course.
There is a bit of a problem on this week's food and drink. I've finished all of it.
This is a Thai chicken curry, or as I like to call it, hot Asian cock.
OK, Sam, let's see what you've brought in your bag of ingredients. It is a pint of wine and a large Malteser.
Right, welcome to Southern Cooking for Northerners. First up, quinoa. What is it and why it can fuck off?
Well, if you're going to pop it in, don't forget to cover it first. I didn't, and that's why I'm making paternity payments.
Hello, I'm Greg Wallace, and this series of MasterChef, we won't be using plates. We'll just be eating off my shiny, shiny head.
Hello, it's Nigella Lawson here again. I'm just going to say the word spatchcock for no reason. Spatchcock.
Anyone can make this. You can't, Beatrice. Sorry, you can't beat rice.
Let's just all go home. Yeah, let's just go home.
Welcome to Great Indian Bake Off. I'm Paul Bollywood.
Hello, I'm Jamie Oliver. Welcome to my new show, Stick a Bit of Fucking Sugar in It.
Okay, at the end of that round, the points go to Nish, Zoe and Josh. The next topic is things a sports commentator would never say.
England have won the World Cup.
And that was 11.3 seconds. Sorry, Michael, you will not be getting a second date.
Ronaldo there being booked by the referee for taking his shirt off. He should know the rules by now. You are not allowed to take the referee's shirt off.
Well, in this Grand National, as they come round to the chair for the second time, the music stops. Red rum is eliminated.
And you join us now for the diving. Here we go. Oh, that wasn't very impressive. Oh no, sorry. Oh, no, you join us here for the swimming. Right.
Well, I think from here he's going to go for the top right-hand corner, and he does! That is how you stick on a stamp.
Judges there, all very impressed. A textbook reverse tuck. You're watching RuPaul's Drag Race.
Is that Maria Sharapova or Mock the Week's Olga Koch?
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us. We've got a very exciting afternoon of sport ahead of us, but first, the golf.
Welcome to the world's strongest man competition, where we see Dave from Sunderland attempt to pull a bus. They really will shag just anything.
And now time for the gay horses. I mean, dressage.
And he has rested the bull there perfectly on the cushion. This really is a lovely new saddle they've made for Lance Armstrong.
Well, at the start of the day, I asked if he'd got the bottle. Now he has proved he has got the bottle. That is my bottle. Give me my bottle.
Will it be gold? Will it be silver? Will it be bronze? Who knows what colour the Russians' urine test will be?
Oh, and here they come, running onto the field, completely naked, wearing nothing but shoes. This is an absolute... Sorry? I'm being informed that horses always look like that. This is my first time doing the ground.
At the end of that round, the points go to Olga Huon-Rees.
The first subject is unlikely things to hear on a news programme.
As I report from my 6th day here in war-torn Syria, I think the lesson learned is that I should never have called my producer a wanker.
According to statistics, the French economy is now the weakest growing of all the economies in Europe.
Sport now. All Manchester United fans, please look away.
You've reached Al Jazeera News, which means you're only 20 channels away from actually finding porn.
Here, you'll never guess who's dead.
Just time now to see what the papers say.
We will now attempt to talk to the survivors of the cliff fall. You all right, mate?
After the fire in the aromatherapy candle factory, the situation is now calm.
And now over to our foreign correspondent. Do you speak English?
Now it's time for the news near you.
Hello!
There are human remains on the blood-stained streets and the despair in the eyes of everyone you meet. Rob Beckett for BBC News, Magaluf.
There continues to be heavy shelling here. Ramesh Ranganathan at the peanut factory.
Now it's over to our toys and games correspondent, Natasha Kaplunksky.
And eventually the sun will go supernova, the earth will become dark and frozen, and everyone will die. That was the long-range weather forecast.
To my right, in my peripheral vision, Andy Parsons is showing us his penis. More on that as it unfolds.
We go over now to our vegan correspondent. I'm terribly sorry. He appears to have gone strawberry.
And David Cameron has delivered on all his promises to the Scottish people.
Just time for a quick look at tomorrow's papers. So the Times and the Telegraph lead with industrial strife, and in the Sun we can see that Caroline from Dagenham has got a terrific pair of norks.
Now we play a round called You Went to NATO, I Went to NATO. This game involves Tom and Reese, so if you could make your way to the performance area, please. This round is a stand-up challenge. I launch the wheel of news, and whoever it chooses to stop one of our performers must step forward and talk about that subject. OK, let's spin the wheel. And the first subject is the environment. Who wants to come in that? Reese.
We've got to do more, haven't we? We all know it's a big issue, the environment. We've got to do more stuff, but they're expecting too much from us too soon. OK, it's baby steps. Like, I know that I need to switch to a plant-based diet, really, but it's baby steps. Like, recently, I've given up chicken nuggets, all right? Might not seem like a big deal, OK, but I've gone nugless. That's what I decided. 3 months ago, I saw the first climate march. I was like, yeah, no more nuggets, right? And I'm smashing it. It's been 3 months, not had a single nugget. I'm doing so well. Slight confession, I'm eating a lot of goujons. Like, twice as many, and they've got way more real chicken in as well. It's awful for the planet. It's a terrible mistake. I thought we'd solved it with the bags. When we switched to charging 10p for the bag, I thought that was the end of the issue. I thought we'd done it. But it's not enough of a deterrent, is it, 10p, when you're at the checkout and you haven't remembered your canvas bag, and they go, do you want a bag for 10p? Like, well, what's the alternative? I just eat all this now. Yeah. What's for dinner tonight? Oh, cauliflower, mustard and Dettol. Yes. I need a bag, please. Costa are the same. Costa, they'll give you 10p off your coffee if you're taking a reusable cup. Right, because they're like, oh, we're Costa, we care about the environment. No, you don't, mate. If you care about the environment, Costa, why are your receipts the size of a duvet? Get grip. But it is handy having that 10p, because you can take that 10p and spend it on a plastic bag in Sainsbury's. So it is ideal. No, but I think I know why middle-aged people don't like Greta Thunberg, right? And it's because she makes their kids look shit. Brag about your kids with her on the scene. This is parents in the playground stuff now, isn't it? With their parents just going, oh, yeah, oh, is your son Jamie? He's made the football team, has he? Oh, well done. My daughter is the face of the campaign to rescue this planet from the jaws of oblivion. But, good luck with a little kickabout, Jamie. Off you go. Oh, your son, Lucas, he's made his grade 4 cello, has he? Oh, well done. Yeah, my daughter is the reason he might live to see grade 5.
Lovely stuff. Thank you very much, Reese. OK, that leaves Tom. Let's see what your topic is. Let's spin the wheel. And it's travel.
Travel, OK, fine. Well, I travel from over there. One of my favourite travel experiences was at secondary school when we went on the school music trip to France. And to get on the school music trip to France, you had to be part of the choir. I was in the choir, and it basically meant you got to hang out with all the other 13-year-old homosexuals who didn't yet realise they were homosexuals and their chatty female friends. And it was a great place to go and learn how to play a show tune on the flute. Not a euphemism. And this was back in the day when it didn't matter where you were going with the school. If you went on any school trip, you had to go by coach. Like, if you go to Australia, you go by coach. This was supposed to be a 5-day trip to France. We spent 2 days on the coach getting there and 2 days getting back. It was basically a day in France. So, on this trip, you really had to make the best of the coach trip. And for me, my favourite bit was when we got to stop off at the French hypermarket. So I thought that would be a great place for me to show off how much better I am than everybody else, because I'd actually been paying attention in French. So I went over to the patisserie and I said to the man there, "Bonjour, je voudrais un croissant, s'il vous plaît." And according to the French classes, the man behind the counter should have responded by saying, "Oui." Il y a un croissant ici, which, when you think about it, is basically the equivalent of someone coming over here and saying, "Hello, I'd like to buy a pasty, please." And then the man behind the counter responding by saying, "Yes!" There is a pasty here. I'm not even mentioning that it's part of a meal deal. So I said, "Bonjour, je voudrais un croissant, s'il vous plaît." And then the man behind the counter responded in normal French by going, blah, 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 blah. I had no idea what he was saying. Blah, 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 blah. I mean, my friend Kevin was no help. The only French he spoke was the French horn, which is a euphemism. I mean, I say they teach us how to speak French. Most of the time, they teach us how to sing it. I mean, I could have stood there and gone, "Quelle est la date de ton anniversaire?" But the idea of a 13-year-old English homosexual standing in the middle of a French hypermarket going, "What is the date of your birthday? Couldn't be any more absurd. So I just responded by saying, "Oui, oui, d'accord, d'accord." Ended up with 8 kilograms of ham.
Thank you very, very much. Points there at the top. So what was the story with it? Why are they...
Well, it's all an argument about supposedly dangerous extremism in Birmingham schools.
Yes.
But you're thinking, surely everybody who's ever grown up in Birmingham has thought about blowing up most of Birmingham at some point or another.
It's caused big problems in Birmingham, though, hasn't it? I mean, sort of community problems, the radicalisation of schools on one side against the other. There was this brilliant thing in The Guardian which said... there was a community leader said there was a wider concern that there may be a witch hunt against Muslims, he said. And then in a phrase which you may want to reconsider, he said, in which case, all stakeholders will need to work together.
It's not nice, though, to have another culture imposed on you at school. I remember when I was rushed to hospital with 80% Chinese burns.
I thought the key to, you know, whether a school is being radicalised, the clue really is in the nativity play, isn't it? When the three wise men come from the east, they're found to be on false passports and they're arrested under the Prevention of Terrorism.
I think having, you know, religious extremism taught in schools, it doesn't really do anyone any harm. I mean, I had fairly extremist religious, you know, schooling when I was a child, and I feel perfectly well integrated with you hideous, proddy dogs. Do you find you get on with this vermin perfectly well?
They're all going to hell and going to die, so it's fine. But, you know, and we'll laugh at them from Catholic heaven. And what's suggested to be made for Ofsted inspectors? How should they change the way they do this because of this?
They said that they were going to have dawn raids, which I thought was probably unlikely to yield many results, given that schools don't open at dawn.
Just breaking a door, just like a janitor, just... What are you? We're not open for another 2 hours. He was riding a gondola.
Is this doing the
more canals in Venice, Birmingham. This is how janitors get to work in Birmingham. They ride the canal. At the end of that round, the points go to Romesh, Catherine, and Andy. Lines you wouldn't hear in a costume drama.
Henry Tudor. But why did he chew her?
The Zulus have us surrounded, sir. They're standing on the horizon waving their spears. Wait a minute. Those aren't spears.
Mr. Darcy, I do believe you've poked me on Facebook.
So, King Henry, I'm your 5th wife. Hang on, divorced, beheaded, died, divorced, but... oh, shit.
And for the latest news from the big house, tune in to Pride and Prejudice Extra, starting now on BBC Three.
I worked for the Duke of Wellington when he invented the Wellington boot, and the Earl of Sandwich when he invented the sandwich. But I suppose my happiest time was working for Lord Strap-on.
Let me read the signal from the Victory. Are you paying too much for your car insurance?
Ah, the Duke! My daughter has been itching to meet you. Chlamydia!
The points at the end of that round go to Frankie, Hugh and Lucy! First topic is science and technology. Who wants to come in on that? Andy Parsons.
I quite fancy being a wind farmer. No, because I think out of all the farmer jobs, it's got to be the easiest, isn't it? you know, cock crows. Oh, wake up, out of bed, check the wind's blowing. Yes, it is. Brilliant. Back to bed again. Alternatively, you know, cock crows, out of bed, wind's not blowing, sod all I can do about it. Back to bed again. Because they never actually invent what you want them to invent. I am still waiting for a decent alarm clock, yeah? Maybe one that doesn't, in fact, alarm you, right? Maybe one that just nudges you awake, right? Gives you a little cuddle, makes you a cup of tea, a little tickle downstairs, then phones up work so you can't come in.
Thank you very much, Andy Parsons. OK, the next subject, please. Our next subject is charity. Who wants to go with? Joshua.
Charity work doesn't always go well. I had a situation when I was 10 and my school was raising money for the local church roof, because it's always the church roof. I don't know what the problem is with church roofs. It's like they're spending the money elsewhere. You're going, yeah, well, the roof's ruined, but we've just installed a hot tub, so come and praise the Lord in there. Yeah? We all had to do different things, and me and my best friend Thomas decided what we were going to do. We were going to walk the 3 miles to our nearest market town wearing Wellington boots full of custard, right? We thought this would be good. It would have been good, but for one small issue, which was when preparing the custard for the Wellington boot, my mum didn't think that we might want it served at a lower temperature. And you would serve it on an apple crumble. I tell you now, there are a few things in your life more terrifying than looking at your Wellington boots and seeing them steaming like the entrance to stars in their eyes. I said, I'm not putting my foot in there, that's boiling hot. Mum said, isn't that the challenge? No, that is not the challenge. Don't know if you ever put your foot in a Wellington boot of boiling hot custard. A few of you might have. What is it? Similar to a hot bath. With a hot bath, it goes something like this. It goes... That is too hot. With a Wellington boot of boiling hot custard, more like this. That is too hot. And suctioned on. It's like a medieval torture devised by the Chuckle Brothers. Yeah, and this is doubly humiliating, because I've had to go in 3 times to break the skin on the custard.
Thank you very much, Josh Widdicombe. OK, that leaves us with Gary. Let's see what topic you've been left with. Let's spin the wheel. And the topic is education.
One time at school, I lost my thesaurus. I couldn't find the words to describe how upset I was. I remember sitting in psychology class, learning about Pavlov, thinking, no stupid dogs. And then the bell went and we all had lunch. I'm sitting at home, this guy knocks on my door. Have you ever considered an alternative energy supplier? I'm like, no, I'm quite happy with food. It's got to be a tough job going around door to door encouraging people to photosynthesize. I can give you the leading cause of anaphylactic shock in a nutshell. I've got the memory of an elephant. I remember one time I went to the zoo and saw an elephant. My nan recently claimed that she once gave a hand job to Albert Einstein. What a stroke of genius. Technically, shoplifting from the Apple store only counts as scrumping. Sex education lessons at our school were pretty weird. The teacher made us shout out rude words to get out of our system, like bum, willy, cocks, and we had to carry on doing that until he came. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Gary Delaney. I'm going to give points to whoever in there. Well done. Come on back. Other news, why was a Preston to London megabus stopped by the police on the motorway this week?
Just the usual reasons.
Yeah.
This was the story where a passenger reported seeing some smoke coming out of some other passenger's bag, thought it was a bomb, turned out it was a fake cigarette that was producing water vapour. Now, let's face it, if you've been pulled over, loads of police have arrived, you've got guns in your face, you're being accused of being a terrorist. That's not going to help you give up smoking, is it?
They shut the M6, 17 police cars and riot vans, 13 fire engines, 4 ambulances, and an army bomb disposal truck attended the incident. They walked the people off with their heads in their hands. It was like, you know, and made them sit in the middle of the road.
Those people on the megabus, that's not the first bad trip they've been on.
When they were sat on the side of the road, you could see some of them going, this is the most luxurious part of the journey so far.
I'm always really freaked out by megabus. I don't know the weirdest thing in the world, the megabus. Nothing against the bus service itself, but when you drive, like you drive a lot of time on the motorway going to gigs, like the back of the megabus when you're driving along, like for those of you who haven't had the pleasure, there's times you just get hypnotised by that weird. There are many things I've observed. Firstly, why does that man have such large breasts? Hours staring at that man's breasts going, that is insane. What kind of...
Where can you go for £1?
I thought you'd have to contact Megabus. There's an address there.
I'd have to put plus a 50p booking fee as if people are going to go, well, that's a rip-off.
I walked in here with this in my hand, expecting to be transported to a faraway land. Then I find you want more money off you? Screw you, Megabus man. And a big yellow man with enormous bazongas looks disappointed behind the counter. Oh. That is going to be I apologise to the room. I know that when you're disappointed, you don't go, I am disappointed.
Well, Megabus represents the top of the list of the decadence of the West, is it?
Yeah. We will bring the West to its knees. Middle-aged women from the North will no longer be able to go to matinees at the West End. Students shall not visit their girlfriends in faraway towns.
Do you think when they were dragged off the bus and they were all sort of sat around it, they were still close enough to the bus to be able to use the free Wi-Fi?
They get email the photographs of their own terror alert. Do you know what's really irritating about this? For the entire... In my ear, constantly, people are going, wear the hat, wear the hat, wear the hat, wear the hat. Because, yeah, they gave me a yellow hat because they think I look like the Megabus guy.
That means that man looks like a penis sausage.
They should call it penissausage.com. Oh, something else is already called.
You're just bringing this up to try and make everybody forget that you look like a penis sausage. That's exactly what's going on here. You just look like a penis sausage in a yellow hat.
Oh, no! I have lost ownership of the joke now.
Somebody's got another new Twitter avatar.
OK, Grant, at the end of that round, although I should get the points myself for the assault to my dignity. Ladies, at the end of that round, the points go to Chris Hugh and Milton! Now we come to our final quickfire round called Scenes We'd Like to See. This is for everyone, so if you could make your way to the performance area, please. I caught ideas for scenarios we'd love to see, and the performers come in with their suggestions. OK, here we go. The first subject is unlikely lines from a thriller.
Michael, Peter, David, Vladimir, I think we may have a spy in the organisation.
Give me the Pentagon. Then the triangle, and then the square.
Ah, Pussy Galore, Bond here. I've been told by my doctor that I need to contact all previous partners.
The owner of this motel dresses up as his mother and stabs people. But the guidebook says it's still better than the Ibis.
I want you to go to Warsaw, meet a man called Borislav. You'll then ask him why he didn't fix my plumbing before he left for home.
Miss Scarlett looked at him through the window. He had one massive testicle like a space hopper. That was why they called him Professor Plum.
This is no ordinary pen, Bond. Turn it upside down, the woman's clothes drop off and you can see her pins.
Red or green, which do I cut? Come on, they're only peppers. How long is this salad going to take?
We need to find the third man. There's no way Amanda Holden will shag just two of us.
Here's Simon.
The Orient Express has been cancelled. However, there was a murder on the temporary Orient replacement bus.
I have amnesia. The tattoos on my body will tell me what happened. Dara was here.
I'd been a serial killer for 4 years, but they'd never given me a nickname. Then, you bite one guy in the ass, and suddenly you're the butt muncher.
Ah, the butt muncher's got me! The butt muncher's got me!
Which neatly brings us to the Democratic Unionist Party, who are the new power brokers. Let me just reassure you that you may be enjoying my work or Graham Norton's work or Terry Wogan's work. The DUP are not in the whimsical end of Irish. They're not in the gentle comedy of the slightly wry look at life. They're in the chaining up swings on a Sunday so children can't play school of Irish politics.
Why didn't you never tell us about them?
Because, frankly...
This has been 12 years or whatever this show's been going for. And you're just going, you know, all the stuff you normally say, that they won't let me fight the robots of robot wars or whatever.
Give me one round where I can fight the robots with a weapon of my choice. And we'll see who's the winner there. Who's a Lord now, Mr. Killalot. Why have I not told you about the pleasures of the DUP? Because you ain't ready for the DUP. Wait till you meet the people who don't believe in dinosaurs. That is...
They are so homophobic, it's amazing. One of their councillors blamed us gays for natural disasters. And do you know what? I quite like those mad bastards for that sort of thing, because there are days when I feel I haven't achieved enough in my life. And I just feel they protest too much because they love a parade, and we love a parade.
One of them was on the council, and somebody applied to put an Oktoberfest, to hold an Oktoberfest, and he said that's fine, but then tried to ban beer. They're not the party.
Oktoberfest without beer is just sausage and lederhosen, and no one wants that.
There's sort of constantly been an obsession with sort of what Labour might do, and even after the election there's been an obsession with Labour ministers having to U-turn because they supported Jeremy Corbyn. But surely the, you know, DUP thing is the biggest U-turn of all, to go with the other U-turns on social care and the fact that Theresa May campaigned for Remain and is now pushing for a Brexit so aggressive Pret a Manger is going to have to change its name to Lunch in it.
The news, what's going on here?
Is it Labour announcing the new replacement for Trident?
Is it like shocking photos of Tyson Fury before the alleged doping?
Is he saying, "Hi, I'd like you to buy my lean green grilling machine"?
To be fair, though, boxing Corbyn would be a nightmare, wouldn't it? He don't give up at the best of times. Like, he's been knocked out 5 times, the rest go, I'm going to stop. He goes, no, I intend to carry on.
Not until the membership of the party have decided I shall leave.
You've got no face left, Corbyn.
I think he's probably going, the gloves are off. Oh, hang on.
It is, of course, Jeremy Corbyn, who in the last week of the Labour leadership campaign faces scrutiny of the influence of the hard left within the party. Yes, a lot of analysis going on about momentum now and how much influence momentum have.
Yeah, I only heard of momentum this week, and they sound like either a really naff team on The Apprentice or an amazing dance group on Britain's Got Talent.
I thought it sounds like a bit of medicine to help relieve constipation. Take momentum.
Do that face again.
That's me if I've had to do... No, it just flies out of me and then you're bright as rain. That's the advert I'm doing next week. Momentum for men. Keep your composure.
I am going to spend most of the next week replaying the inevitable gif that is going to come out of that.
That will be captured Rob's sex face.
Yes, it's momentum. By the way, who are, you know, they're a very passionate organisation who tweet a lot and get in touch a lot with shows when they're criticised. So a big hello to all of you on Twitter. Who nonetheless accuse me of being part of some sort of BBC-wide conspiracy. Anytime you vaguely criticise Corbyn, it's like, oh, this is them with the computer, obviously. Not just furiously banging a thing, going, you, and part of the BBC, the anti-Corbyn, like the BBC sit me down with Hugh Edwards and Fiona Bruce and the team from Match of the Day and tell us how we're supposed to hate Corbyn. Like, I can't even get into the BBC building, for Christ's sake. OK, now we play a game called What on Earth? I show the panel a topical image from somewhere in the world and ask them to tell me what's happening. So, teens, what on earth is this?
This is actually what goes on inside crackers.
Is this a photo of the sperm in Santa's testicles?
Maybe it's a picture of us in 30 years' time.
Oh, God, but still in show business. This is a convention of professional Father Christmases in America held recently. The Amalgamated Order of Real Bearded Santas have fallen out with members of other groups, such as the Red Suit Society, over accusations of unethical behaviour and unfair booking fees.
You've got to think about the commitment that it takes. Look at those men. This is not a 1 month a year thing. This is 12 months a year they look like arseholes. They don't always dress like that, but they do always have that beard.
What would you do if someone turned up in your house, right, in your bedroom, dressed as Santa Claus?
At this age?
Yeah. Would you take the risk that maybe this is Santa? Or would you beat him to death? Perhaps killing Santa? Personally, I would hedge my bets and make love to him.
Well, while you're doing that, be sure to give the beard a good yank. So at least you'll know if he's in the proper amalgamated order.
Surely you could question him. Surely there's something between killing him and making love to him. Surely there's some other path you can take.
I think I've bisected it directly.
What an amazing Crime Watch reconstruction that would be as well. Just a blacked-out Santa. I was only trying to give him presents.
By the way, there is genuinely... I mean, they've fallen out. There's a unionised group of Santas who've fallen out with another unionised, and they're taking court cases against each other. There's threats against each other.
Well, of course they're fighting, because there can only be one real Santa. I'm not sure they're not going to get along.
What is particularly good is that one union of Santa Claus doesn't believe in the existence of the other union of Santa Claus.
What if you let him go? What if you let him go? You accepted his story that he was Santa Claus.
Are we still in your room? Surely the next step for that Santa is going to be him at the next house weeping on the floor. What happened, Santa?
No, there is. It is. It's just the hideous commercialisation of it all.
I was in my local Tesco's. It was September, and they were selling Christmas stuff. September, they were selling Christmas cake, Christmas pudding, and mince pies. And I swear this is true. Mince pies with a best before date of November the 12th. Now, explain that one. Oh, we can have a mince pie any day of the year. You only have them at Christmas, and you don't even like them then. In the same shop, do you know what was really sad? They were selling single slices of Christmas cake. Well done on awing. That is the most depressing... Not even 2 slices, maybe for a couple, couldn't be arsed making a cake. No, 1 slice for you and your no pals. That is miserable. It's the image of some guy going, I'll have that after me Bernard Matthews turkey drummer. Standing on one end of a Christmas cracker.
What if he's wearing the Santa jerkin, but he's got no trousers on and a balaclava? What then?
He's a half-naked burglar with a red jacket on. This is changing all the time.
Maybe that's how Santa got killed in the first place. Maybe one night he went...
Santa get killed?
Where is that? But at the beginning of the show, I'm Frankie Boyle, and this is a very different Mock the Week.
That's exactly how I was hoping this would pan out.
We've had reports of an iceberg, but don't worry, no ship has ever been sunk by a lettuce.
Hello and welcome to Ryanair Cruises. The following safety announcement is incredibly vital if you want to stay alive. And if you'd like to hear that, that'll be an extra £5.
No, we very rarely get any injuries from people playing quoits. You were just unlucky to be sunbathing naked with an erection.
Oh, yeah, we were on this last year when it sunk. If you look to your left, there's a man eating squid. After that, he's having chips.
I would like to apologise for the rocking of this boat, but we are currently being humped by a whale.
Thanks for coming to the show. I've got to be honest, it's been a while since I've sung this one. Do you want to be in my gang, my gang?
Welcome to Rita's Erotic Ping Pong Bingo. Two fat ladies, 82. Oh, the threes, 33. Oh, some hobnobs.
For those of you gathering on the car deck, I said we would soon be docking, not dogging.
I'm looking for a really old husband with money. How's your heart?
Yeah, I'm there. I'm in the cabin next to yours. Could you be a bit noisy when you're having sex?
There appears to have been an incident in the swimming pool. If a Mr. Barrymore could contact the captain.
Okay, the end of that round. Points go to Chris, Hugh and Sarah. Oh, and big news, exciting news though for homeowners. Exciting news for homeowners. Oh yeah, you can kill burglars now. I think that's the gist of it. I think that's it. I'm not sure. You can put bear traps around your house and hear yelp in the middle of the night.
I think basically a slapstick rule should apply. If it goes, you're fine. If you kill the guy, not so much.
Yeah. You're allowed to be proportionate in your violence towards burglars, but not grossly proportionate. So, if what you're doing to the burglar could feature in one of the Saw movies.
You want to go with Laurel and Hardy films, ideally.
Exactly.
Try and, whack them by turning around with a ladder, a bucket on their head.
Who has received a hero's welcome at the conference?
Batman!
Yes, the bit where Batman came. No, not Batman.
Oh, Boris.
Boris Johnson said he wanted to be tough on crime. And this was after, apparently, he's had 6 bikes nicked. And you're wondering, has he really had 6 bikes nicked? Or 6 times he just hasn't got a clue where he in fact left them?
What was the hero's welcome? What did they do for him?
So they kind of clapped. It wasn't like they threw rose petals or anything like that. They were just very happy to see him.
Well, a hero's welcome. You know, in Aladdin, when he's on the elephant and it's, hey, clear the way in the old bazaar. Hey, you, let us through. It's a bright new star. Oh, come be the first on the block to meet his eye. You're gonna love this guy. That... The hero's welcome.
I defer to your definition of a hero's welcome. At no point did Bart arrive in on, near, or confusingly like an elephant.
course, they gave him, like they give everyone at the Tory party conference, they gave him a 2-minute standing ovation. That's what they give absolutely everyone, whatever they've said. It makes perfect sense. It's 30 seconds of clapping and a minute and a half for most of them to stand up.
Do you need a hat? Hang on. I can do this. Come on. Come on. Do you have to...
Thank you. Pins in bracket over there. OK. In other news, outside the party conference, what have hospital patients been asked to rate?
They have been asked to rate, apparently, exactly how good the A&E departments are. The question is, would you recommend this A&E department to your friends and family? Well, what are you going to say to them? Oh, well, don't worry, you've had an accident. You're going to St Mark's, and that's got a cracking A&E.
Change the beginning of Casualty. Wasn't it? Just a man falling off his shed onto his garden rake and then crawling to his laptop to go on TripAdvisor.
Or just come home to your partner, square up and go, I'm going to send you someplace nice.
Well, I've never heard domestic violence put quite as charmingly as that. Yes, I know that they put don't know in. There's extremely likely, neither likely nor unlikely, extremely don't know. Don't ask the people with concussion. How would you rate it? Cabbage? Banana? Mummy? Cabbage?
The people who give the lowest rating are dead. So the results are going to be unavoidably skewed.
That's going to be a very awkward conversation when they go, I'm sorry, we've lost him. Do you think he was satisfied with the...
By the way, what is the fear about the NHS?
It's to do with the brand, the patenting of pharmaceuticals.
Yes,
so
yeah,
they want to extend it, make it a longer term in terms, like in line with America.
And that would cause a problem because
that would cost more money to the NHS in terms of purchasing.
Yes. Can you ask him to explain that more coherently and lucidly?
No, I think he's done absolutely fine, Hugh.
Thank you, Dara.
Yeah.
Us baldies stick together, you see.
Yeah.
How do you think I got the job in The Apprentice? You're fired.
Ironically, baldies can't stick together at all. Just slide
We don't stick together by the top of our head, Ed.
We don't all go, ooh, lovely, static electricity. Yes, drug costs in America, that's the fear, is that because there are certain drugs that cost, say, £2,000 in Britain, would cost £9,000 in America, right? And that's the fear. But obviously what they should do is, if they're getting them for £2,000, they should buy loads of them, then go to America and sell them for £6,000, and then fund the NHS by selling America's drugs cheaper back to Americans. Why has nobody thought of it?
Corbyn keeps banging on about how we're under threat from Big Pharma.
Yeah.
I only just saw that written down today, so for 2 weeks I thought he's scared of a big pharma.
Off my land! Which celebrity has been out campaigning for the Lib Dems?
Hugh Grant.
Yes, it is Hugh Grant, yeah. Absolutely, yeah. Here is Luciana Berger. He was also out with Chuka Amuna. Just knocking on doors in a way that would be totally natural, and not in any way would you open the door and go, holy shit, that's Hugh Grant.
Do you think he's sort of living his life backwards? Like this is all just a ploy to do some method research for Love Actually?
He just knocked on doors until he found Martine McCutcheon's house. And
got the cards out.
Yeah.
I'm just a man standing...
It's a different part of the... No.
No, it's
Why?
different.
Why?
Tom!
That's all right.
You could not be more wrong. Absolute moron. Hugh Grant, Love Actually, knocked on doors for Martine McCutcheon.
Yeah.
But she didn't do paper one.
Yeah.
That was Keira Knightley. That weird
Andrew Lincoln.
pervert guy.
Pervert guy?
Yeah,
Okay,
no.
Different Andrew.
Okay.
How many times do you watch Love Actually? You seem very well acquainted with it.
Jason, it's not on endlessly and constantly.
You don't have to watch it, Dara.
You're on television constantly, and I don't watch you.
Give that round for Tom, Hugh and Rosie!
Now we play a round called Don't Put Your Nuts on the Road. This game involves Ed, Andy, Frankie and Russell, so if you could make your way to the performance area, please. This is where we test our performers' stand-up skills. We spin our news generator, it settles on a topic, and anyone can volunteer jokes about the chosen subject. The winner is the team I judge to produce the funniest stuff. OK, here we go. Let's spin the wheel. The first subject is homelessness. Who wants to come in on that? Russell.
I had a really great incident with the homeless bloke the other day. That sounds fairly dodgy. It was really, it's weirdly uplifting. So I gave him £1 and I was kind of walking away and he went, "Oi, mate, I've got a magic dog." Now that is a sentence that buys you half an hour with me, right? And it had sick all down him, this dog, right? And the homeless bloke had sick down him as well. And I was like, "What happened?" And he went, "Oh, we was asleep in a skip and some bloke chucked up on us. It's the most depressing thing you've ever heard." And he just looked at me and went, "No, it was amazing." Like, really? Why is that? And apparently what he did, still covered in sick, he stood up in that skip and just went... So this bloke was so drunk, he thought his vomit had come alive. That man will never, ever drink again. Beer, Dave, it comes alive! It comes alive! Lovely moment.
OK, let's spin the wheel again. The subject is taxis. Who wants to come in on that?
One thing I don't miss about London is London cabbies. I used to live in Muswell Hill, a leafy suburb of London, about 6 miles north of here. That's what I thought when I bought the house. I get into a black cab in London's fashionable West End. Turned out I lived in the arsehole of nowhere. Because I'll get into a black cab and I'll go, "Muswell Hill, please," and I'll get this. I go, "No, mate, I'm not going that way." Like he thinks it's a bus he's driving. What do you mean you're not going that way? I'm not asking for a lift. You know, whenever I get this now, I just get in anyway. I go, "Right, fair enough. Where do you want to go?" That spins them right out, that does, doesn't it? "You what? Come on, where do you want to go?" "I'm paying." "No, mate, doesn't work like that." "Yeah, that's what I thought. Muswell Hill, please."
Thank you very much, Ed. OK, that leaves us with Frankie and Andy. Let's spin the wheel. The next topic is transport.
I think the moral of that story is never ride your horse on a runway. You're, of course, not supposed to take planes anymore, not a problem for me. The thing that always mucks me up, that little monitor that you get, you know, outside air temperature, minus 56 degrees. I am inside the aircraft. I have no intention of going outside the aircraft. And if I ever did find myself outside the aircraft, my initial response would not be, "Ooh, bit nippy."
Well done, Andy. OK, let's see what's been left for Frankie. Let's spin the wheel. It's celebrity. There you go.
It was the anniversary of Elvis's death recently. People still think that Elvis faked his death. Surely if you were going to fake your death, you wouldn't do it in a shitting accident. I mean, you'd do something brave, wouldn't you? Rescue a wee boy from a river. Surely not a jobby-related heart attack. With the anniversary of Princess Diana's death, I thought that at the concert, only Ricky Gervais paid a true tribute to Diana by dying a painful and horrible death. You can get celebrity sat-navs now. You can get a Princess Diana sat-nav. It just keeps saying, "Put your foot down, I think we can lose them." I'll be honest with you, that joke can go either way.
Thank you all.
OK, the end of that round, I give the points to Russell and Andy.
The first topic is travel. Who wants to come in at that? Chris?
Don't know what's happening. It's all different on the telly. I take public transport quite a lot doing this job. I'm not a fan. I don't really like being in public, walking around. It's nothing. I don't get normal things in public when I'm walking along. I don't get normal interactions. I don't get, excuse me, sir, what time is it? Excuse me, where's the train station? I get, like, do you like leaves? Like... I could write a book on it, right? Another thing is, as a northerner, people said to me before I came to London to do work and stuff, people said, oh, the tube. Oh, the tube's awful, no one talks. No one talks. Good. That's brilliant. I don't want nutters on public transport telling us what they've had for their breakfast, right? I want to be left alone. You know, in the tube, if you've never been on the tube, come to London just to go on the tube. It's an incredible experience. No one's literally silence. It's amazing. Someone could just burst into flames on the tube, and all you get is one man looking up from a Kindle going, prick. So all you get. Even the person who was in flames would just be quietly going, excuse me, can I just squeeze past? I'm very sorry. I don't mean to cause a fuss, but I'm in zone 8 and my oyster card's melting. I'm very sorry.
Come on, Chris, well done. OK, that leaves us with Rob. Let's see what you've got. Let's spin the wheel again. And the topic is class. Stuck with it. You're stuck with it.
Yeah, I'm working class. If you're not sure, there's a little test you can do to see if you're working class or not. You're normally working class if your television is bigger than your bookcase. That's how it works. Like, in my mum's house, big 50-inch plasma on the wall, little Billy bookcase from IKEA next to it. DVDs on it normally. That's how it works. The thing is that my girlfriend's very middle class. That's a problem. She used to be upper class, but we're together now. Her sister has got a boyfriend, right, called Rupert. Rupert. That's in the name. I'm not having a go. It's a decent name. I just never thought I'd meet one. Do you know what I mean? I was in the pub with him. Rupes, do you want another Malbec? What's happened to me? And the thing is, though, like, when they go around their house, right, they like, in my house, growing up, Saturday night, you'd have dinner on your lap watching You've Been Framed, right? Bit of a chavvy dinner. That's what we used to do. You go around their house, you sit in the conservatory, you have wine, talk about politics, right? And I started thinking, oh, this is how you should do it, innit? This is how you should do dinner. Then after about 10 minutes, I realised I haven't got an opinion and I'd quite like to see a dog fall in a puddle.
Well done. Well done to both of you. Points for both of you. Come on back. Well done. Lovely stuff. Come on. Likely lines from a thriller.
Boss, I've got some news about the criminal who's been impersonating Sting. He's turned himself into the police.
We've got to get out before it goes off. Oh, no, I've misread the sell-by date. We've got another week.
Yes, my name is Pussy Galore. Yeah, obviously it's a code name. My real name? Oh, it's Fanny Everywhere.
Everybody be cool, this is a robbery! You, in the Game of Thrones T-shirt, what did I just say about being cool?
Strapped to a railway line. Thank God it's southern. I've got 6 hours to escape.
Whoever you are, I will find you and I will kill you. Now, can you tell me your postcode so I can pop it in the sat-nav?
Mr. Brown, meet Mr. White. I really should learn these diplomats' names.
You can beat me as much as you like, but I can't tell you where he is. So it's all set up. No one knows where Wally is.
Go, leave me behind. I I love you. That's why I'm saying this. Go ahead without me. You only get one chance to play the Crystal Maze.
Oh, I'm so angry about all these people observing Ramadan. Nigel Farage stars in The Fast and the Furious.
It's male, 30 to 35, Caucasian, no obvious sign of trauma. Oh, no, wait, the head should be attached to the body, shouldn't it?
Right, we was going down to see the match with some of the lads, and some blokes got killed, didn't he? Yeah, it was murder on the Leyton Orient Express.
Oh, my God. You're the Zodiac Killer. Before you do it, I'm a Libra. Just let me know what I've got coming up.
This elevator company is corrupt, and I think it goes all the way to the top.
You can kill me, but if you do, he will never find the sarin gas canister I have placed in the president's fridge. Shit.
You try to expose corruption in my elevator company, you're going down.
OK, now we come to our final quickfire round called Scenes We'd Like to See. This is for everyone, so if you can make your way to the performance area, please. I cut ideas for scenarios we'd love to see, and the performers come in with their suggestions. OK, here we go. The first subject is unlikely things to hear on a consumer programme.
I'm Adrian Childs, and I was shocked by the new Shrek film. I've not been paid for it, yet I seem to be starring in it.
Consumer scams are on the increase. If you'd like to find out how to stop them, send us your name and address, your date of birth, and your mother's maiden name.
I've just found out my jumper was made by Indian slave children. Can I just say they did a wonderful job?
Next, we speak to Barbara, who was devastated when she bought Daniel Bedingfield tickets that turned out to be genuine.
At first, the company seemed willing to compromise. Then we sent them a letter from Nicky Campbell, and they told us to fuck off.
I won't be on this show next week because I'm going off to Nigeria to pick up my lottery winnings.
Last week, we said that we were going to expose London's security scene. This week, we say, there's been a misunderstanding. Could I please have my kids back?
On closer inspection, Mrs. Wilkins, your hamster's jacuzzi would appear to be a food blender.
Hey, I'm Nicky Campbell, and I've been ploughing through the usual 5 sacks of hate mail to find this letter complaining about washing powder.
Today, as I stand before you penniless in the last clothes I own, we ask, is divorce biased in favour of the greedy bitch who left me?
We got there, the weather were crap, the food were crap, the locals were racist. What a bloody brilliant holiday!
Of the half-dozen condoms we tested, all but 2 burst in my stomach.
I'm Anne Robinson, and without plastic surgery, I'd look like E.T.'s balls.
OK, the next topic is things a sports commentator would never say.
Oh, they've called in the video referee. Which is better, Alien or Predator?
Oh, yes, and that's a beautiful uppercut. And another one. But, hey, the DJ is still not going to change the track for Stephen Gerrard.
Jimmy White holding up the cue there as he collapses at the Telenoid bins.
Welcome to Robot Wars. Cruncher, ready! Stephen Hawkins, ready.
And England have won the Ashes.
It's the women's 100 metres final, and from left to right, it's no, no, yes, maybe, from behind. Definitely not.
The Queen smashes Camilla in the face and Prince Philip hits her with a hammer. This is what I call a Royal Rumble.
Venus Williams has brought something different to the ladies' game. Male genitalia.
Oh, he's great with a dead ball. When I had one, I had to sit down for a week.
And I think that massive widescreen close-up of the wedgie goes some way to explaining why we don't normally televise judo.
And that bloody smear is the reason you don't see a lot of streakers in Formula One.
Some people on the pitch, they think it's all over. It is now. The Chinese secret police have shot them.
Well, he's finally got his head down. His hands are firmly round the shaft. Which is why I'm handing over to John Infidel.
Overpaid knocks it on to overrated. Overrated on to possible rapist knocks it forward. Closet gay, goal!
OK, the end of that. The point to the Frankie, Hugh and Adam. Start with a round call. If this is the answer, what is the question? On the board are 6 categories. Zoe, which category would you like?
Politics, please.
OK, your category is politics. The answer is 50%. What is the question?
What is the name of 50 Cent's mathematician brother?
Is it what does Heather Mills save on IMAC?
What is the most you'll have to pay for a sofa at DFS?
What is a bad answer to the phrase, how much do you love me?
Is it the percentage of Ant and Dec that is forehead?
Is it you're a 19-year-old Glaswegian male, how much of your life is left?
Is it if I entered an orgy covered in Marmite, what would be my success rate? But to be honest,
I always find that when people say, oh, I'm a Marmite kind of person, people either love me or hate me. They're always people that everybody hates.
Is it how much of Silvio Berlusconi is made of oil?
Is it what percentage of the population, rather than a TV debate, would like to see Cameron and Brown have a cage fight?
I would love to see that.
So would I.
Yeah. Who would win then?
I would imagine Brown.
Yeah, Brown.
He's got moves.
Yeah. He's also got that dislocatable jaw.
Yeah, he can actually swallow your whole.
He could swallow you.
He can actually take his jaw down.
Imagine that. Wouldn't that be incredible? If Cameron ran towards you.
Cameron's legs.
Is it what was the proportion of cats that died during the making of my ill-fated television pilot, Cat versus Bleach?
It would be 100%, surely.
Do we have an answer that we can do?
I think it's what percentage of the top jobs in the Labour Party does Harriet Harman think should be filled by women?
You're absolutely right. Very good. Well done, Hugh. Thank you very much. You wouldn't hear on a cookery show.
You can, of course, make your own pasta if you've got too much time on your hands, you pretentious prick.
Well, while we're waiting for the rice to cook, that'll take another 5 or 6 minutes. I'm going for a poo.
So I used to be one of those chefs that shouts and swears a lot, but then I discovered oven gloves.
Today, I'm using a Smeg fridge, which is just like a normal fridge that I don't clean regularly enough.
if you're having trouble whipping them up into stiff peaks, have you tried gently cupping their balls?
Oh, and welcome to Cooking After You've Come Home Pissed. Tonight we're doing a cup of soup that's slightly gone past its best before date. It tastes a bit better if you put some HP sauce in it.
Now, try not to drizzle too much oil on the lamb or it will wriggle free and escape.
I don't know about you, but I really love upside-down pineapple cake, or as Australians call it, pineapple cake. Or as Australian pineapples call it, the cake of death.
Well, I enjoyed this meal so much when I had it in a Parisian restaurant that I asked the chef what it was called. So this is my own version of fuck off English.
These ginger nuts are soft and chewy, and I can't stop going back for more. And the rest of the honeymoon is pretty good too. Love, Megan.
Mary Berry is quite critical of this soggy bottom, but to be fair, in this kind of heat, it's kind of unavoidable.
Welcome to another edition of Cooking with Pins! So this one, you just stick it in the oven, turn up to 190, have a nap. When the smoke alarm goes off, it's done!
Well, you may be wondering, what is the perfect accompaniment to a Scotch egg? Simple. Scotch sperm.
Now, my wife absolutely loves street food, but that's probably because I married a pigeon.
Now, normally for this recipe, I like to use pork lardons, but my producer doesn't listen, so I spent the entire morning making some pigs very happy.
So today, I'm going to be making banana wine, and I'm going to be pressing the skins with my bare feet. Yeah.
This week, we're going to be tackling that very difficult dish, which is the potato waffle that fell out of the packet months ago and has been stuck in the ice. First thing we need is a very sharp knife.
Hello, I'm Nigella Lawson, and welcome to the non-innuendo cookery hour, where we'll be teaching you how to cook, dick, wank.
Next topic is bad things to say at Prime Minister's question time.
Prime Minister, could you look interested while I bring up some boring shit about my constituency?
Is this going to take long? Because I've got an appointment with a rent boy in half an hour.
Can I ask the Prime Minister, are you paying too much for car insurance?
We've got one, we've got two more poofs than you.
Could I ask the Prime Minister, when are you going to retire, you bastard?
Prime Minister, my first is in P, but not in canoe. What am I?
The next topic is unlikely things for a TV announcer to say.
For those of you of a nervous disposition, you may be disturbed to know that your television is off, and I'm speaking to you from inside your own head.
You're watching ITV1. Why are you doing that? I've got the listings in front of me, and we've got nothing. Nothing.
Well, that's it. Don't forget that BBC 24 goes through the night, as do I.
And next on Channel 5, a sensitive documentary entitled The Boy Who Looked Like a Baboon's Arse.
You may be interested to know I am completely naked and playing with myself.
We interrupt tonight's showing of The Sixth Sense with some breaking news. Bruce Willis is a ghost.
If you have been affected by any of the issues raised in Balamory...
Tonight's episode of Songs of Praise contains strong language and scenes of a sexual nature.
Let's leave it there.
And now we come to our special Christmas quiz. I asked the panelists a series of questions all about the festive season in the hope of filling 5 minutes we're trying to get out of this of our Christmas special. So, teams, here we go. First question, what Christmas tradition was it? There are no buzzers or any points. This show is not built in any way to accommodate genuine quizzes. But nonetheless, you can take your turns. Which Christmas tradition was inaugurated by Sir Henry Cole in 1843?
Is it the Christmas tree?
Is it not the Christmas tree?
Arguing with your relatives?
No, it's not that one either, I'm afraid. No.
Is it holding mistletoe above your head and therefore being allowed to sexually harass other people?
It is not that happy tradition, no.
Is it waking your children early, saying to them, oh, it looks like the sleeping pills have worked, happy Easter?
Is it going to church just once a year, and that's usually at midnight after the pubs have closed because you want one more glass of wine?
Man, you really want to be desperate for your wine, wouldn't you? That is something to bring up at an AA meeting. I sat through God. That's how much I wanted another drink.
Is it a Christmas stocking?
No, it's not Christmas stocking.
That's a Victorian tradition.
Were you trying to mine something there for us?
It was...
The Christmas card.
Yes! Well done, Ed Byrne. Points for him. Congratulations.
There are no points.
I know there are no points.
You promised us there'd be no points.
Name Santa's reindeer. I'll take attempts at this.
Donner and Blitzen.
Correct.
Prancer and Vixen.
That's 2 each.
Dasher.
Yes, 3
It's like you're doing a duet.
Gonza. But not Rudolph. That's a lie.
We've had... What have we had? I've lost. I'm actually lost.
Donner and Blitzen.
Donner and Blitzen. Some Dasher, Comet.
Bashful.
Bashful, Sleepy, Doc and Vixen.
If one's called Comet, one's going to be called Curries. Almost.
Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Comet, Vixen, Cupid.
Cupid?
No, we said Cupid.
Ridiculous name for a reindeer. Cupid.
They must have teased him, though, with a name like that. They must have teased him. He must have been the reindeer that they teased.
Reindeer are notoriously shallow, in fairness. If the story about Rudolph is anything to go by, reindeer are ridiculously shallow. And they will make fun and they will slag you off until you get a job with Santa, and then they will all love you. The last line of that song should actually be, and then Rudolph turned around at them and said, well, fuck yous, I'm with Santa now.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Why did you look at my ass for the entire... Why don't you fly the entire world while you look at my hole, right? It doesn't matter how fast we fly, that's all you're going to see. Ho, ho, ho. Yeah, all you're going to see is my hairy reindeer ass going all around the world. The nose is in the front, bitches. The nose is fighting fog, but you're looking at my ass, Cupid. That's all you get.
Enjoy your reindeer game.
Oh, can we move on? Oh, sorry, is that not festive enough for this ridiculously contrived? Sorry, am I not striking the mood of the nation at this stage? Yeah, look at the bitches! Look at that ass! See you, baby! Shaking that ass! Shaking that ass! Yeah. Good night! Ho, ho, ho! So that leaves us with Hal. Let's see what your topic is. Let's spin the wheel. Topic is nationality.
Ah, yes. Well, I'm English, obviously, which is rubbish, isn't it? No, it is. No one likes us. I follow England at rugby, at football. Everywhere we go, we get booed. Everybody else boos us. My wife, Northern Irish, boos me in bed. Absolutely. Boo! You're rubbish! Get off! You English are crap! It's not all English people, it's just me. I was actually doing a gig in Scotland a couple of years ago in Glasgow, and I said to a room full of Scottish people, is it true, whenever we play football, you support the opposition? And they all went, yeah, yeah, we do. I said, you know what? We do the same to you, we just never know when you're playing. But I happen to think that sort of anti-English thing, and with Brexit, means the UK is finished. Eventually, in my lifetime, the UK is going to break up. I said I was a passionate Remainer when it came to Brexit, or Ramona, or my favourite one, a sneering member of the metropolitan middle-class liberal elite. I love being called that. I love being called elite. It makes me sound like we're like super troops, you know, that go around the area in a van, keeping it bourgeois. We all screech to a halt, we jump out, we take up our favourite yoga position immediately. That cafe's no longer serving decaf soya lattes! Destroy it! Say that word, quinoa. It's quinoa, you bug!
Thank you very much. Well done, Hal Crittenden. I can't ride. Points of both of you. Come on back.
The next topic is lines you wouldn't hear in a kid's film.
Why are you crying, Mummy? Said Pepper. Well, said Mummy Pig.
What did Cameron do to you, babe?
But why are we going this way, said Bilbo. Well, said Gandalf, we've got to find some way of stretching this shit to 3 films.
It's bad news, Dorothy. The Cowardly Lion has been shot by an American dentist.
And here come Lala, Tinky Winky, and Poe, or the Shadow Cabinet, as they're also known.
It's bad news, Pumbaa. Simba has been shot by an American dentist.
Here comes Captain Hook, who turned to piracy after his benefits were stopped.
No, James, that isn't a giant peach. That's Nicki Minaj walking away from us.
Edmund, Lucy, bad news.
Hi, Harry Potter. It's me, your friend Ron Weasley. Don't I look a little bit like that James Acaster we saw on Mock the Week? Hey, here's a good idea. Let's go to all of his gigs and shout Ron Weasley at him in the audience, because no one's ever done that before.
Hello, we're the Railway Children, except on Sundays when we're known as the Bus Replacement Children.
Once a year, there is an event called the Hunger Games, or as some call it, London Fashion Week.
Half grizzly bear and half buffalo. The Gruffalo was the biggest, scariest animal in the whole wood, until one day he got a job presenting Mock the Week.
Nemo? Me? No.
Nanny McPhee, I've got bad news. We're replacing you with Nanny McSmallerfee from Belarus.
I'm Herbie, a VW Beetle. I've falsified my emissions tests.
So as you can see, we filmed the whole movie over Skype, which is why we called it Frozen.
The wonderful thing about Tiggers is we can disembowel a gazelle in 10 seconds.
the end of that round. The points go to Josh, you and Gary.
Our next round is called If This Is the Answer, What Is the Question? On the board are 6 categories. Matt, which category would you like?
Politics, please.
OK, excellent. Politics it is. The answer is 5. But what is the question?
The amount of times a minute Ed Miliband remembers that stone. Is it, if I've got a tenner and want to book a boy band for my wedding, who can I afford?
Everybody get up.
Is it what does Nigel Farage regard as an acceptable level of immigration?
Is it how many snazzy ties did I try on before the show?
No.
What is the maximum number of euros you can get out of a Greek cash point at the moment?
Is it, if I'm watching a documentary on Adolf Hitler's favourite shark, which channel am I watching?
What would be a cracking score for a UK entry in Eurovision?
Is it how many of the famous 5 are now dead?
Surely not.
I didn't want to break it to you like this.
Julian is just sitting quietly in a rocking chair, remembering the adventures and going...
Laughing because he killed them all.
Is it how many basic bitches does it take to escort Kate Moss off an EasyJet flight?
Is that a thing? Is that like a...
I'm a pretty basic bitch.
I think you're an ornate bitch, right? I think
You think I'm a ratchet-ass hoe?
Well, I didn't want to make it too obvious that I've got a little soft spot for you.
Is it how many presenters from the 1970s are relaxed when the phone rings now?
Is it how many names are currently written on Taylor Swift's blank space?
Is it as a...
I know it's a song. I know Taylor Swift.
You know Taylor Swift?
Hate.
Is this what we do if ever we mention any band and you're going to do an impression?
No, that's not what's going to happen here.
Is it Kate Bush?
One quick impression.
The Village People.
NWA.
I think it is how many candidates are there in the Labour leadership?
Absolutely right. Thank you very, very much, Hugh. Yes. Our next round is called If This Is the Answer, What Is the Question? On the board are 6 categories. Holly, which category would you like?
Please, may I have home news?
OK, home news it is. The answer is poultry, axes and pills. What is the question?
Is this the ingredients for the hardest ever episode of Ready, Steady, Cook?
Is it what gave my sister the hen night she wasn't expecting?
Is it what 3 things are inadvisable to smuggle up your arse?
What are the only 3 ways I can still get the horn?
Is it what is the actual title of an aisle in Aldi?
Is it what accessories come with the Charlie Sheen action figure?
What 3 things do you need if you're going to cook cock ovalium?
Is it a night out of Bill Cosby?
Is it what respectively makes you a threat to vegans, trees and headaches?
Triple threat.
Is it what ingredients does Heston Blumenthal need to make a lemon meringue pie?
What are the only 3 things the BBC haven't managed to build a bake-off style show around?
What 3 things do you need if you're going to make an abattoir where the chickens have a choice?
Oh, that is... Wow, that is dark. So I put it to you again, Mac Cluckerson. Shall I do it or shall you do it? Then you know the correct answer.
What are you allowed to have a plastic... OK, what are you allowed to get a free plastic bag with if you're buying? I didn't say this right.
Say it one more time.
OK. Because it's really technical. Because it's like, what are you allowed... What? No, I can't do it.
You have all the bit...
What are the exceptions? OK, I've got it.
For which items?
What are the exceptions to the free plastic bag? No.
Yeah,
I've got it!
Okay. What 3 products would exempt you from the 5p charge on a plastic bag?
That's absolutely right.
I was going to say that!
This round is called, if this is the answer, what is the question? On the board, 6 categories. Joe, which category would you like?
Sport.
Your category is sport. The answer is 250,000.
Is that the amount of Iceland dinners the robbers took from Kerry Katona's house?
I think there's a point where they came in, do you have anything other than drumsticks? Is there anything that isn't breaded?
What world ranking is the British tennis number 5?
Is it how many calories in a Scottish salad?
Is it, what position did I finish in the 1987 Henley School Sports Day obstacle race because I got stuck in the sack, but it didn't traumatise me at all. I don't even care now.
Is it, if you phone up British Telecom, which position in the queue are you likely to be?
Is it what percentage of people failed O-level maths?
Is it...
I'm gonna ask you to speed towards the correct answer.
It's sport, isn't it?
Is it to do with Beckham?
It is to do with Beckham.
How many shirts do the Americans claim that Beckham has sold?
That's absolutely right. Well done, Russell. Congratulations. The question I was looking for is how many Beckham replica shirts are LA Galaxy already claiming to have sold?
He's wearing that the wrong way round.
He is. That's the first case.
Does anyone think that Beckham actually knows he's in America? I think he just runs after a ball and all he notices is that occasionally it gets warmer. I don't think he even knows he's rich. He's like one of those cats that its owners left a fortune to.